Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, big gap between videos, but it's fine. Between recording anyways. But now we're getting closer to hay season, and there's a lot more to do than hoeing weeds, so we're gonna get started real quick. But we're kind of doing the opposite of haying right now, and we're tearing up a field, and the tractor needs diesel, so we're gonna fill it up with some diesel with a tote that we're gonna fill from the big tank that we have, and call that good. This is the wrong hose. Where's the right hose?
Some lemonade.
So we're gonna put about 150 gallons in here.
How's the fan that open?
What?
You only said 50, so now we're just gonna put 150?
Yeah.
Okay. Fill it up.
Yeah, 150. There's a mark on it somewhere. And I need to go find, there's a hose somewhere, but I don't know where it went.
Have fun. I'll be here for a while.
Okay. So I'm gonna go try and find this hose that it seemed to have vanished. It's somewhere. Just not sure where. It was right there. Over there, but now it's not there. Let me go look for it, I guess. So, after doing about 4 laps around the shop, I finally figured out where it is. See if you can find it. Right there. I need to find a cam lock though. So, found one. It's on there. And now we just gotta wait to get it full. And then we have to find something else to do. Yep. So, what are we doing next?
Putting batteries in the swather.
Yeah, he likes to mumble though, so I don't know if you heard that or not. Oh yeah, we also got a new toy, but you can't see it yet. And we're going out to the back pivot over here, and we're gonna fill up our big case Steiger with diesel. Well, not fill it up, but you get the point. And get him done ripping this field up, because we're gonna plant teff grass. And after that's done, we have to put batteries in a swather because they're bad, and we also have to figure out something to do after that, because even though there's lots of stuff to do, we don't know what there is. So let's get it done. All right, we got him all filled up, and he's off going again with the Wilcox. He should be good enough to finish this field, and we're gonna head back and put some batteries and stuff. Let's go. So, different from last video, we got a whole bunch of ditches dug for sprinklers and got the box all set up. And you might also see there's a big pile of dirt that we dug with our new little toy, but you can't quite see the toy from here, but you can see the pile. So, you might see that later, if you're lucky. But now we're gonna head down and get some batteries put in swathers, and we're also going to figure out what else we need to do. I just feel like I'm saying that a lot, because I am. I need to stop saying it a lot. But for now, we're gonna get the batteries put in that swather, get them fueled up, because This is getting really close to needing cut. To lay down when the water goes over it. So its days of growth are limited. Yeah, I lost a wire. Where'd it go? There it is. Found it. That's how we clean out the end of the pivots. This is a swather that has dead batteries. There's two of them. There's one here, one over on the other side. So we gotta undo both sides, and we're also gonna change the oil on these after we get some filters, but we don't have any right now, so we can't. Here comes Hot Rod Lincoln himself. In your dreams, you're not gonna ever go fast in that, you know that, right?
One day.
One day.
One day.
Man, if changing batteries was always that easy, it'd save a lot of time. But let's go. That's done. You wanna see if it'll start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey Owen. Oh, we will blow anything up.
I don't think we'll blow anything up. Nice and loud.
Good?
Yep. Let's see if it starts. Like a Cadillac. I don't know if that's a saying or not, but now it is. So now, we're gonna go find something else to do. He enjoys his job too much. Stop playing with the lights.
Wait, I want to see the light.
Goober. Oh, God. Did you blind yourself?
Yeah.
Alright. Go ahead and shut it back off.
No, we gotta fuel it.
Oh yeah, huh? Let's shut it off for now though. Okay. So now we gotta either fill those up or fill them up, because that's the only thing we got to do right now.
Say something, but no.
No? You're censored?
Yeah.
I'll just bleep everything that just came out of your mouth. Just came over to get the Kubota because it was over at our other north pump. And now we're heading back as soon as I put it in gear. And we're calling it a day for work, but we still got some dinking around to do, so let's go do that. think what we're gonna do now is we're gonna try and get our big service truck running. Like we have our little 3/4 ton one, but we also have a big boom truck from like a retired power pole truck, but it's still good. It has a Detroit 8.2 liter diesel, which is the first diesel they made that wasn't two-stroke. And I'll give you a walk around to that now. So we have it here. It's a Chevy, like an 87 Chevy truck. Got 2 batteries. It's on a tender because otherwise it'll drain them for some reason. We haven't gotten that far into it. It's got a boom on it like for linemen, but it's got a Detroit 8.2 liter diesel in it, and it runs. But the problem with it is, if you go around here, is the fuel lines are leaking. So you can see these hard lines. This is the feed line, this is the return line, but it turns to rubber hoses back here, and where those right there, see them? And right there where those rubber hoses meet is they're leaking diesel, and it's getting air in the system, and it won't stay running. So we either need to make new hoses or see if I can tighten those ones to see if we can get it to stay airtight. Because otherwise, if you get air in diesel, it doesn't run very good. So let's get to it, I guess. I'm gonna find a wrench. I think that might work. Because I was looking at it closer, and there's on those hose clamps, there's like a flathead screwdriver deal in them, and I was thinking that might be easier than trying to find a wrench, because wrenches just seem to vanish around here and I have no clue why. So, well, I guess another thing is I need to find one for that. But here we go, found one. Don't know if that'll work, but we'll try it. Didn't work. Let's try a wrench. I doubt it's metric since it's as old as it is, so I'm gonna try a 11/32 wrench and see if that's the right size. Nope, that's way too big. Smaller we go. Let's try 1/4 inch. Well, one of the return line's loose at least, so I know that's gonna work for at least the return line, so I'm gonna readjust here. Alright, so I got the fuel lines tightened up, I think. I ran it a little bit already and I don't see any fuel leaks, so we're gonna start it up again. Go ahead. I think we got it. He's good. You got it? That's Leland business. This sounds kind of cool, huh? Let's go find Grant. Just leave it here? Shut it off. Let me see if there's any fuel leaking or not since it's been running.
That's great.
I think we solved it.
Hey, oh.
Yeah, what? Stop wasting all the air. You gotta do that to disengage the parking brake. What, are you scared?
Don't break it.
Well, we'll see. Let's go find Grant. Alright, so we went and checked with the boss and he gave us the okay to move it or whatever we want to do with that boom truck. So we're going to do that right after we check this end sprinkler on this pivot. It seems to be getting plugged with sand a lot.
I think that's been Brody's in it.
Yeah, that's good. It's alright?
Yeah, good enough.
It's plugged.
No, that one doesn't work. That one's plugged clear. That whole thing is filled.
You're just looking at the end one?
Yeah, the second one.
Alright, then we will turn around. Alright, so we're gonna see what there is to be moved around that truck. Pretty sure there's like a tote and some buckets and stuff. And we're gonna see if it'll move. We gotta unhook the battery charger and stuff from it. I'm gonna sit here, let it idle, build up air, and see if the fuel lines leak. And he's coming over with the telehandler right now. And we're gonna see if it'll keep fuel. That's not really a good term. It starts like a dream now. Looks good so far. The beeping is just low air. That should go away. So we gotta move it, and then the inside dual on this side has a hole. I mean, not a hole. We gotta air it up, and the valve stem got swallowed, so we gotta fix that. So here comes with the man too. We have so many buckets and totes, we don't even know what to do. Alright. Let's see what else there is we gotta do here. I know that it ran out of fuel the first time, that's why. The first time we tried starting it, because it hadn't run in like 15 years. And we tried starting it, it ran pretty good for about 5 minutes. And then it quit because it ran out of fuel. Still looks good. I don't know if you saw it because I'm a bad videographer, but it's still looking alright. We'll unhook the battery charger. And it looks like they hooked it on the difficult battery here. Yep, they did. Alright, we got it. It was running for a little while, built up air, wasn't leaking. One problem we found though was that it thinks it's too hot, but it's like just the sensor's bad, because the gauge or the like mechanical thermostat that's in it still says it's alright. So I think we're just gonna have to deal with it. But now we're gonna back this sucker out and out of here. RPM gauge don't work. I don't think that works. Yeah, see, look. And it's super annoying. Are we moving? We're moving. I can't see anything with these mirrors. This thing is a slug. Everything shakes too. Yeah. Oh, he's hopping in. Alright, let's find a place to park this, I guess. Morning everyone, it's the next day, and check her out. This is our new toy. It's pretty cool, huh? Let's go for a spin. to push this operate button. Now you're good to go. So this is a pilot steer. So you have all your movements with that one and all your bucket movements or attachment movements with this one. So I'm gonna put it into the second gear here. Give us some RPMs. And off we go as soon as I pick this up. And actually I'm gonna need two hands shortly. But for now we're good. I think. Slow gear for this because this part's always tricky. And now you're locked.
Park that.
You can just pull it back in here when I'm done with this.
Alright, just back up and then park it in here again?
Yeah.
Alright.
Now we're ready. So now we're gonna go start that boom truck again. Make sure that's not sucking the batteries down overnight, because if it is, we're just gonna take the batteries out or put a cutoff switch in it. So let's go see what happens. You didn't even see me. Let's cross our fingers that it isn't dead. I'd say we're alright. Something else we need to do before we move it again is make sure it's got transmission fluid, because it wasn't shifting quite right earlier. But I'll go help him do that and let this sit and run for a minute. Oh, it built up air, so. We'll call that good. My ADD got the better of me. This air filter's in a horrible spot. Alright, he's all done filling that up, so he's gonna go park it, and then we're gonna go help him tie down his hay load. Alright, so a couple days have passed and we went to town for a few days, so I didn't feel like I needed to record anything. But with the hay season getting ever closer, we decided it's best to get started on putting new turtles and knives on the swathers. So I'm going down right now to help Al, and he's getting started on it right now. And I am slacking because I'm doing the camera, but I'll be right down there to help him, and you'll get to see a montage of that. So let's go. So we gotta take all these with all the holes on them, which pretty much every one of them has holes on them. So we're gonna take them all off, and we have one plate that needs done under here. And after that, we're good because all the new turtles, which is what those are called, have knives on them. So we're gonna go along, take all these knives off because they're good still, and put the new ones on. Put the whole new turtles on. So let's go. So how many farmers does it take to get an impact socket off an impact gun? Let's find out. So far we got 2. Alright, that's good. 2 farmers. So, don't buy cheap stuff from China. This magnet is supposed to be on the bottom of this thing, but it's not now. I just have to super glue it back, looks like. But we ran out of bolts. We don't have enough bolts to put these on, so we're gonna wait on those and go to change the bottoms of these. I don't remember how many we need to do, but looks like maybe 1 or 2. Looks like just maybe 1. But those are skid plates, so the gearbox that's inside here doesn't get worn out. Alright, so it's after lunch now, and we're going to continue what we were before lunch. We got the plate off, and we got the new one on, but just not quite bolted down enough. So at 5 miles an hour, I will get there in about a half an hour. Oh wait, 6 miles an hour, never mind. So we got this swather done, the 9770, and while Al was doing that, I was working on making a scrap tote. So I cut open a tote and I had to clean it out because I picked a bad tote that had stuff in it. But now that's ready, except I need to drill some holes so it doesn't fill with water. And he's working on the other swather because it had a bad plate on it. And he's over here dinking around.
Drop dead.
Yep. And so I'm gonna help him with this one real quick, then we're gonna find something else to do. So it's a little later, and I got a drill. I'm gonna drill some holes in that tote so water doesn't get in there when there's iron in there. I'm trying to decide how big of holes I want. This is probably a good size. I don't think you'd want it any bigger than that. That way, if you put something small in there, it doesn't go through. So let's go get to drilling. we'll give that a try. I got as many holes as I could in there, and I think it'll keep most of the water out. There might be a little in the bottom, but I think it'll work. So that'll put an end to this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry it was all over the place. I'm still trying to figure this whole thing out, but comment, like, subscribe, tell me what you want more of or what you don't, and I'll see you later.